Welcome to Best Intentions. Today we will be fighting beasts and opening chests in Beasts and Chests. According to its Steam page, we must find and destroy the magic seals in a big open world, and that we should stay away from the Guardians. We have at our disposal only a sword, a shield, and a crossbow, but we can also rely on many enchantments that will strengthen our, weapon somethings? Beasts and Chests waste no time with story, deciding instead to dump you right in, mailing you the story instead. Okay, this is a long one. Let's get started. If you are reading, it means that you are still in one piece, and it is a good start. You won't remember anything because of the spell that took you there, so read carefully. You are in the Grindal lands that were lost as a result of the war among dark wizards, and by now, the only way to get to them is by magic. Okay, we'll come back to that. The goal of this game, as they said somewhere in that letter, is to destroy the magic seals scattered throughout the world. You do this by bravely standing on them for a little bit. Some are guarded by evil monsters that must be bested first. Roaming the world while you do this are the Guardians, massive beasts who will one-shot you, and who get really mad when you hurt the seals. Now, the Grindal is a hostile world, populated by ruthless beasts, but you cannot face some of them. They are the Guardians. If you hear or see them coming, just run away and don't stop, or this will be your end. The only way to weaken and kill the Guardians is to destroy the seals linked to them. The world of Beasts and Chests is impressively large, which sadly is not a point in its favor as you spend most of the time walking, trying to Skyrim your way up hills to avoid having to do more walking, and dying from jumping too high. Beasts spawn endlessly while you're walking, so you better not stop for long. Speaking of beasts, the game does boast a rather large collection of them. While walking across the world, you will have to fight a bear. Only $19.99 to populate your 3D environments, or to create some natural danger in your project. A dark elf. Only $34.99, whose weird jawbone physics will kind of haunt my dreams for a while. And worst of all, prepare to experience the fury of the Animal Variety Pack. Now, I've talked about using pre-made assets in some other videos, and I don't think there's anything wrong with buying up assets that you lack the time or skill to make, assuming you then use them to improve your game, not just dump them into your game with no thought to how they fit in the world. Many of these assets aren't even set up correctly, missing collision or shading issues. At a glance, I would guess every part of this game world was built using some pre-made assets, which would be fine if the game world felt alive because of it. In Beasts and Chests, though, you can kind of hear the world clunk into place whenever you move into a different area. This is your task, and the reason why you are there. These seals are made of round and light stones with strange symbols on top. You only need to stay on them for a while to trigger their self-destruction, but be careful. They're often guarded by foul creatures who are ready to destroy you. Besides, some of them can be active by day and some others at night. Let's head over to the other side of the title and talk about chests. As you walk around, various chests will appear in front of you, giving you power-ups. These can make combat easier, walking faster, and on the whole serve their purpose well, except in one critical detail. Several power-ups from these chests are required to solve some of the challenges. Since it's random which power-ups appear, that means you can spend a lot of time walking back and forth, waiting for the RNG to land in your favor. It brings the game to a screeching halt. This led me to just leaving some areas because I got tired of waiting for the correct power-up to appear, which means I didn't make a whole ton of progress in destroying the seals. Maybe having some way to select which power-up you get from the magic chest would have been better. The frustrating part of all this is that the game world is actually pretty well put together. It's a large world with different landscapes and biomes and enemy types all over the place. There even appears to be some mystery as I ran across some random ghosts and big unexplained monsters. But the game doesn't do anything with them, they're just kind of there. We can help you here. Going around you will see chests appear. These will strengthen and give you new skills for a limited time, but use them properly, not all enemies react the same way. There are camps near the caves. These are safe places where you can regenerate your weapons. In addition to the weapons, you'll be equipped with a magic map, which will be very useful to find the seals and stay away from the guardians. Final thoughts on Beasts and Chests. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that this game feels like a game student project. My attempts to find info on the developer did not lead me too far. But much of this project feels like someone who's just trying to figure out the game engine, which is great. Figure out the engine. Please, do not sell the product of you figuring out the engine. You have built yourself a large open world. Now go back and make a game in it. Probably now your question is, why should you do all this? The answer is that you are a prisoner who has committed serious crimes, so you've been condemned to death. But you've chosen to avoid the conviction by accepting this mission, so get busy! Sealed, the 3 United Empires. So, you guys missed the whole weave your story into the gameplay part of the class, didn't you? Thank you guys for watching my latest Best Intentions review. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. If you want to check out my previous videos, I have some of those as well. If you happen to be a Minecraft fan, check out our Minecraft Let's Play series. I will see you guys next time on another episode of Best Intentions.